uploading another video while I record another one. YouTube life, as always. What's up everybody, welcome back to another video. My name is Manny and today I'm going to talk about something very interesting. Well, it's at least interesting to me. I came across something which absolutely blew my mind. I was uploading a thumbnail for my previous video, which was I made $6.40 on YouTube. That's been uploaded. If you're interested, I'll leave a link in the description. Go check it out. While I was uploading that thumbnail, I came across something that on a particular app known as Photoshop that is powered by Adobe. I am a great fan of Adobe. By the way, I would like to put it out that I'm not being paid by Adobe. I love their software. I use their apps all the time. I actually use their app to make these very YouTube videos. Along with that, I mostly use Premiere Pro. Now that is used to stitch up the videos that I use for my Instagram stories and mostly for the YouTube stuff that you see online. But with Adobe, I think they have great customer service. If I get stuck anywhere, I can reach out to them via email or chat. But I came across something that I don't use very much, and that is Photoshop. Photoshop, if you don't know, works, i.e. putting a animal face on a human being and putting that human being on a moon and having a window there which shows the sun. It's very technical, and nowadays what we see is what I would like to call AI, artificial intelligence, and that's what I came across in this app. When I saw it and what it was capable of, it absolutely blew my mind. I couldn't believe that this is actually happening. I mean, like, erasing things out of photos and stuff like that, or pictures, like, you know, cable wires or a lamppost, or even people as well. I've seen videos on YouTube of these things happening. I'm a photographer, so I know these things are possible. We're gonna go through something that I wasn't aware of, which I thought, okay, I need to talk about this, and that's what we're gonna do in this video. Okay, so my previous video, which was I made $6.40 on YouTube. Part of that previous video was the thumbnail. Now, if you look at that thumbnail, in editing that whole thumbnail, I came across Photoshop. So what I wanted to do is kind of edit it through Photoshop. And what I came across was that I could manipulate and add things in there that do not exist. For example, let's start with number one. My face in this thumbnail is not true. Well, it's truly me, but I have manipulated. I've made a few changes in it. See if you can spot those, and I'll let you know in a while what those changes are. Number two is the background. The background is so blurry, you can see the bokeh absolutely crisp and round. However, it wasn't initially that much bokeh. I shot this, this was a screenshot from the actual timeline, which I use pretty often if I can't think of a thumbnail to use in my video. I use a screenshot from my timeline, and I feel that there is nothing wrong with that. So I've used that many times. I've done that in previous videos many times, and so I used that particular shot, that particular frame, to use as my thumbnail. Now you can see the bokeh on the background of that particular thumbnail, so nicely crisp, so nicely blurry. Now that wasn't done almost 100% in camera. I was using a 2.8 aperture to vlog everything, and I mostly stay at 2.8. I'm right now filming at a 2.8 aperture as well. I got to a point and I thought, should I actually use this thumbnail with this AI which can add objects or even another person or even animals and things like that? But I thought the original effect and the original thumbnail that I had in mind, I kept it as that. But we'll talk about number three as well, which was this special object which I actually could add into this thumbnail. using AI. So that is 3 points. So let's start with number one. So number one is the bokeh. Like I said, the background, the blurriness of how much blur is in the background. The original picture, like I said, was taken on 2.8 aperture. Now 2.8 aperture doesn't let you blur the background to that extent. When you select the picture, there are a few options going down. Look at all these options. That is mind-blowing. You change the blurriness from number one, number two, number three, number four, number five. All these are absolutely great. One of them being my favorite, a few of them in fact being my favorite. That is number one. The two is the effects of my face features. I asked you earlier in the video what part of my face and what features do you think are I've manipulated, I've changed. The fact is, my lips. It absolutely blew my mind that I can actually manipulate my eyes, my jaw, my teeth, my hair. I could add things to it. I could take away things, so I could add even more hair to my head, which I definitely could do with. Now, sometimes people might think that, okay, I don't want to add things into my pictures that are not supposed to be there, or however, sometimes even take away things from my pictures that is not supposed to be there because it's fake photography. But I would say that photography is subjective. It's what you like and what you love in terms of your photographs, and that's why you only edit only your photographs. I would recommend that you don't manipulate other people's photographs and their pictures or edit them because they might not like that. But however, like I said, photography is subjective. So if you like something and you love that, I reckon that there is no issue or no problem deleting things out of your pictures or inputting things into your pictures. So while I was editing my thumbnail, I came across point number 3, and that was that I could add something to this very picture to perhaps enhance a story. So what I was looking for was that, so it says to highlight where you want to add the object. Now you can make this as big as you want, or you can make this as small as you want. So just highlight it. You can see this section now turning red. Now in the search bar, AI generative search bar, it's asking you what do you want to fill in this section that you have highlighted. So I wrote vlogging mirrorless camera, or let's just say vlogging camera. Now even up to this stage of an app, of a software asking me to mask or highlight a section where I want to add something into a picture, that actually blew my mind as well, because I don't use Photoshop so much other than just simple editing. But being able to add something that is not in the picture, that really blew my mind. And on top of that, the options that it gave me as well, the mirrorless cameras came up. You know, they look somewhat obviously fake, they didn't look real, but the options that it was giving me looked pretty good. When I saw the options that it was throwing at me out of these 3 or 6, I thought, you know what, I have to make a video about this. It was so amazing, and I thought, wow, AI generative fill. But like I said, I'm not a fan of it, so I didn't use any of it. But if you're a fan of it, you can go ahead and download Adobe and start using Photoshop and put a man on the moon with a window beside him, and out of the window is a rocket going past or a nuclear bomb going. You can take this to a level which does not exist. It's all up here. It's all the creativity that you have up here. There is no limit to photography, and there is no limit to what is up here. What you can create is up to you. However, my photography, I like to keep it to a level for now, and perhaps draw a line somewhere. Anyway, I hope you like this this little tutorial, this little video. Hit the like button if you liked it, subscribe if you aren't already, and I will see you pretty soon. Peace.